Crispy, and thank you for tuning into my channel, Keeping It Crispy. So, for this week's Savings Survivor, I am actually going to pause because I've actually been filming about a week too early for this, and I think there are still some collaborators still finishing up on Norellis Budget's word search, and oh my gosh, you guys, it was fun, but it was so hard, and I thought I was gonna be eliminated, but yeah, I think some people are finishing up on that, so I'm actually going to work on Kimmy at Beijing Girls Budget's week 7 challenge for next week. And also, so this actually is not the new updated version, because we did have one teammate on my team, Team Tracy. We had one of our teammates drop out, but it's all good because things happen. And I think we're gonna skip a week, so I think technically this is my skip week, so I can be on the same time frame as everyone else, if that makes sense, hopefully. And also, I've been catching up on a lot of videos, you guys, of my other peeps who mentioned me, and checking out new people's channels. So I've been subscribing a lot to a lot of new creators and just catching up. Also, you guys, I did not post a video for Tiny Tuesday because I was so stressed. And I was so stressed because, so for some reason, for our utility bill, we paid it on time. We actually have it set up where we put money in, like kind of like a prepaid system, and it just eats up that money. But for some reason, they want to mess with me and be like, oh, you have insufficient funds. And it's like, what do you mean? There's over $200 in the bank account, right? And whenever there's an insufficient fund issue with our utility, they pretty much try to reverse the transaction and then add a $20 fee on top of it. So they hit me with that twice, even though there was enough money in our bank account for that. And oh my gosh, that made me so upset, you guys. And then another thing was, I put my student loan on autopay, and it was the biggest mistake ever, because this is where it kind of coincides with our utility bill, and it charged me my monthly payment twice. So that's probably why I got the insufficient fund issue. But I even called the utility people, and I was like, is there any way to like get this reversed, because this has never happened before? And they were like, no, sorry. And I'm just like, you know, I'm screaming in my brain because I had to empty out all of our budget binders to cover my student loan that messed with the utility payment. And I'm just like, no, because I think I paid double, so I paid like about $300, like $250 to $300 for my student loan this month. And then I even tried calling my student loan company, and I asked them, is there any way that you guys can reverse the double auto pay? Because I was just trying to be a better adult and try to have things on auto pay, but it didn't work out. And they let me know that they can't reverse it because it was already pending, but they did give me a little silver lining, and they told me that for March, once this payment has already fully gone through, I can call back again and they can submit a request to make that double auto pay count for March's payment. That way I don't have to pay again for March. But I'm just like, I don't know, I feel scarred because of that. I was just trying to be a better adult in my brain, and it didn't work out. And I guess I didn't realize that I put a double auto pay, because it wasn't on auto pay for my student loan, I just manually go in and pay it like a day or two before it's due, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. But because I think this month is short for February, literally the day that I get paid is on a Friday, and it kind of technically counts as a weekend for the banks, so it kind of does a slow pending transaction, and I think that's what also messed it up too. But yeah, my budget binders are empty, and I'm like still feeling like crap over it, you guys. So yeah, that's another reason why I had to just like not film on Tuesday, you guys, because I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to bring this energy, this negative energy to the channel. But I mean, it happens, right? It happens, and we can only bounce back from it. And I'm like at a loss for words. But yeah, so this week I think I have to not play this, that way I give the other people time. But look, so I actually printed this smaller, and this is Kimmy Beijing Girl Budgets, Kimmy's Budgets. So there's 2 that you print, and I think you get 2 tries on this. So I'm just gonna go over the rules ahead of time, that way I know what to expect for next week, you guys. So this is a survival minute to win it by Kimmy at Kimmy's Budgets, or at Beijing Girl Budgets. And this collaboration is hosted by Maddie at Floating Funds. So here the instructions say, how fast can you roll? Get 1 or 2 D6 dice. Within 1 minute, roll, find, and cross out the corresponding number on the game board. You are successfully in survival mode if your added up value of remaining numbers on the board is less than $20. To save, option 1, add up the amounts in the unmarked numbers and save that total amount. Higher budget. And I think it says the same, yeah. So they both say the same thing. So I think you get 2 tries to try to get a bunch of these numbers marked off. And the goal is to have $20 or less on the board that is not marked off. So I will be... Oh my gosh, that's already a time. That's a pressure game. But it's all good, because it's gonna be fun. But I'll be playing that next week. And then, oh, so I actually started this, I think, maybe about a few weeks ago. So this, for the collaborators that get eliminated from Saving Survivor, I'm going to be mailing them my Survive Tom Nook board game here. And it says, hey, hustle, hustle, you owe me moolah. And then you have, but it's, hopefully it's a fun game, right? But here I put your debt, so you can try to put your debt on there if you want, and then the payment that you need. And then you pretty much just start here and you roll, pick whatever die you want to use. And then here I have uncovered a fossil +2, save ×2, save 5, and then I have icons here with what you need to save. But you guys, I'm still like, I'm like a mess. I'm a mess because of the utility bill and my school loan messing up my groove. And I'll show you guys these 2 challenges, because so this November savings, this is by Happy Girl Stationery for budgeters on Etsy. So this one is November savings, and it's a save 300. So I'm just showcasing these. Oh, and then this one is a new challenge that I'm gonna start next week. Yeah, so I'm taking a light break this week from cash stuffing and prop stuffing. But look at how cute this is. So this is a girls trip with Vicky and Vicky. So at Vicky Thinks and at Pink Plum Budgeting. So you have your destination, how are you getting there, where are we staying, what are we eating, and activities. So I thought that was pretty cute. And then my last thing that I want to really work on, that I've been meaning to work on, is my budget. Because, like I said, for some reason, I keep getting paid on Friday, which, I mean, I guess I'm just not used to getting paid on Fridays anymore, because our paycheck is normally like semi-monthly. So just twice a month, but not like your regular 2 weeks. Sometimes there's like more or less within those 2 weeks. But let me get this switched around, because I already wrote my bills that are gonna be in my second half, which is this paycheck. So I got it written down here. I'm gonna have to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so here, we're getting paid tomorrow, Friday the 13th. Another Friday, you guys. But I kind of like changed what cards I use for certain bills. So that's why this might seem a little bit compressed than what you're seeing with my budget with me's. So my estimated net pay is going to be around $912. So I'm going to be paying for Sachi's Vital Care, which is her pet plan with the Vetco and Petco. And then I have the Venture Capital One card, you guys. Oh, also, this video is not sponsored at all. I'm just kind of giving you a breakdown of what I'm going to be budgeting, well, paying for, and then possibly making a budget at the end of this in this area right here. And you guys, I have a Lego pen and I am obsessed. Okay, so $115 for Venture, and then $23 for Sheriff's Vetco plan, $86 for my phone bill, $15 for my Ko-fi memberships, and then for prevention for the dogs, this month I'm paying about $123. Actually, it's lower than usual, because usually I pay a little bit over $150, but because of the pet plan for Sachi, Sheriff, and Spooky, I think I get like $15, just depending on like what day it hits. I get $15 in like rewards, and it actually lowers the amount automatically on the prevention. And then I need to pay minimum $192 in my care credit card and $205 in my cash rewards card. So let's do the math here. So 912 minus 23, 115, 23, 86, 15, 123, 192. Ooh. So I put 12. So this is actually going to be 180. And then 205. So I'm left with around 130. I hope that's right. Let me just double check. Let me add the numbers first. So 23, 15, 23, 86, 15, 123, 192, 205. So 782 minus 912. Yeah, okay, so perfect. So we're at 130. And with this cash, I think what I'm gonna do is, let me actually write what I really need. So I'm focusing on potential grocery, energy for our car, because we have a Tesla, and then I think an offering for our church that we go to. So those are my three main things. That way I don't spend money where I don't need to be spending money. Okay, and let's see, because I'm trying to get myself used to using my prop money for my videos now. So now this cash is really going to go towards these things. So I don't really know how I determine my stuff. Okay, so this is just going to be like an estimate for the next 2 weeks, right? But this is just my paycheck, by the way. My husband's paycheck is not on here just because he has his own separate bills, and sometimes it's just, I have to like make another list for that. So this is for just me. So 130 divided by 2. So I'm going to try to put 50 in groceries. So that's 65. And I'll put 50% here. Because now I'm just trying to rework my budget and see if it fits for me and what we need. And then between energy and offering, so, well, it's gonna be 65 that's left over. I think I'm gonna play it safe and I'm just gonna half it again. So that's 32. I'll do 33 here for energy because that's like our gas for our car. And then 32 here for offering. So these would be like about 25 and 25 about. I'm just gonna do that because sometimes I'm OCD about it. But these are gonna be my 3 main categories that I focus on for spending wise. Because I was supposed to do a no spend challenge this month, but your girl got sidetracked for real. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry, I was a little like upset in the beginning just because things didn't work out with my utility and student loan, but it will get better, you guys. Stay tuned for more, and thank you for always keeping it crispy with me. Bye!